It's the men. We're on the internet. My name is Sunil. Across from me, we got
Curb.
we just not getting it in anymore.
I mean, this is me.
All right, to the right of me, we got
Rogelio.
There we go.
Aha.
If you aren't rolling an R or doing a soft J,
Is it really brown?
Is it really Latino?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Before we start, since you're watching this video, leave us a like on the video. Drop us a comment just for the algorithm. Even if you say you hate us, I don't really care. Leave us a like and then comment, yo, I really hate that guy.
Yeah.
The one with the least amount of hair. So just say say that for the algorithm and help the show grow so we can bring some really cool guests on and give you some more content that you are going to love. All right, with that being said, how are you guys?
Big chillin'.
Ooh.
No, I'm tired.
Last time he was Lil Chillin'. He upgraded to Big Chillin'. Let's go.
I'm ready for the weekend. I'm tired.
Yeah?
What you doing this weekend?
This weekend?
We cheating?
Ren Fair. I'm not cheating. Unless some sort of elven maiden comes across me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're Ren Fair.
You know I can make that happen.
You probably
Is it really cheating? If it's in a different century? If it's in a different century?
If it's a different D&D campaign.
For those that don't know what a Ren Fair is, it's a Renaissance fair.
Oh.
You didn't know what a Ren Fair was. Wow.
Y'all be making everything so short now.
Yeah.
You know, people
You
be texting me.
said your name was Curb.
He's one of y'all people.
That is my full name.
Is it?
Government. Word is bond. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Anyway.
right, go ahead.
First and last, Kurt Herb.
What's your first name, Kurt? What's your last name? Burp.
Okay, and how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man.
Sick.
Just out here trying to sprout some hair.
Yo, you know what's a really popular format on TikTok right now?
What?
I went to Istanbul and got a hair transplant. Those videos are going crazy.
Is that where you do it in Istanbul?
That's the one, because you can pay. This is not sponsored at all, but I am going to do it. It's $3,000 aside from flight. So $3,000 gets you the hotel. You get a day of traveling in Istanbul, and you get the procedure.
Wow.
The procedure come with a vacation.
They're making it a full, like, they're like, you just come out here,
That's a package
enjoy
deal.
you. This is a you vacation.
You want to do a procedure and have fun?
Right.
Just pay this
To
money.
me, yeah.
And if you don't actually need the procedure, you get an extra day of activities.
There you go.
Well,
I was gonna say, what if you back out on the procedure?
let's just say I'm never going to be without hair.
Yeah, I saw this. I think it was on Instagram. It was an Instagram reel, and it was bald dudes that were wearing wigs, and it like completely changed the way that they look.
I'm telling you.
It was wild.
That's
The guys who I follow,
Uh-huh.
like they be feeling themselves. Like 6 months in, the hair's starting to grow
Yeah.
in. They get nose rings. They get shoulder muscles.
Nose ring.
You know what I mean? They get like all types of stuff. Like it's amazing.
Hey, good
Trust
for them.
Me, trust me, I'm on.
I'm cool with the baldy
Word. No, but you got a bald head. Like you
Well,
got
yeah, I
a good
do.
head for no.
because I don't have any
It's
hair on
shaped
it.
for it.
Yeah, you got a shape
Appreciate
for it.
that.
Because like if I did it, I get clown, son.
They were like,
But
oh,
when
it's
you
Black
do it,
Adam
you kind of
Sandler.
have a debonair. You know
Appreciate that.
what I mean, yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's talk.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys.
All right.
Axe.
So I read this article that for the first time they were able to create a baby with 3 different people's DNA. So obviously this wasn't like 2 people shot up the box and stuff like that. It was all done through petri dish or
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. Under
But
the
it
microscope.
got me to think, if you can create, your perfect baby, what 3 people's DNA would you use?
Do you know how terrible this is for Maury?
Yeah. He's going to be like, both of you are the father.
Be the father. Some of you is the father.
Yes.
You're both the father.
Yeah.
This episode has been brought to you by Mexican Water.
There you go.
Oh man.
All right, who do I want to sleep with? Is that the question?
So you creating
Or, because it's under Petri dish, do you have to be one of the 3?
No. This is gonna be how would you create the ultimate person? Like, what 3 DNAs would you use? Obviously, one of them has to be a woman.
Damn.
Yeah,
messes
that's how that
everything
works.
up.
That's how that works.
All right, you first, because I got I'm trying to think who would
I'm
make
trying to think of
good
a third
babies with
person.
Salma Hayek.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, dude.
All right, I'll go. So for me, I would pick a little bit of Cristiano Ronaldo because
Okay.
I feel like you got looks and athletic
And
ability
athletic,
in
yes.
that. All right.
Good choice.
Then I want to go talent. So I got the athleticism and I got the looks. So now I'm going talent.
Yeah.
And I want to go prayers up. The DNA that I would choose is Jamie Foxx.
Great.
I think he has singing, acting, comedy, and he has some athleticism too. He was a high school quarterback, all that kind of stuff. So you add into that athleticism. So I got looks, I got athleticism, I got talent. I could sing, I could dance, I could act, I could make people laugh. And for my woman, I'm using Aishwarya Rai for the culture.
Say it again.
Aishwarya Rai for the culture.
Is that the same person as Suki with the good coochie?
No. Aishwarya Rai was
What does that mean?
this actual name of somebody.
Okay, sure.
Aishwarya Rai used to be Miss World. She's Indian.
Miss World.
She's beautiful, and she's also cultured, beautiful, can dance. She's one of the most famous actresses in India of all time. And yeah, I think that'd be a dynamite treatum.
What is her first name?
Aishwarya
What's her last name?
Rai. Now it's Bachchan. She's married, but she's known as Aishwarya Rai.
That's her name right there. I like that.
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya.
Oh,
Shoot.
Aishwarya.
When he said the real
You
name.
could call her Ash. Ash Rai. That's what
That's right. That's right. Butchin.
Bachchan.
Butchan.
Bachchan.
Oh, Butchin. God, dog. Okay, give me your three real quick.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx, Aishwarya Rai.
She look anything like the girl who married Nick Jonas?
Oh, Priyanka Chopra.
Oh man, Priyanka Chopra.
I love Priyanka Chopra.
Priyanka Chopra.
Go ahead. You know she's hot when you can't say her name.
No, I
when
like
you get winded at the end of the sentence.
I do like me
When
some
you don't
Priyanka.
finish the English.
Priyanka Chopra.
Is she on your list of the tree?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Let me look at that.
Let me look at that.
Yo, Walden.
Let me look at that.
Yo, Walden.
Take a gander over
Ah,
there.
for your ride. You know what I mean? For
She
your...
was the first.
Oh, no, that's it.
Before Priyanka Chopra was out, this was the one.
She's older than Priyanka
Yeah.
Chopra? Golly.
Yeah.
Half for your ride. I like that. Boy, if Joe Jonas get his hands on her, it's over.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
She's the Indian Salma Hayek.
She
She,
is in so high.
She married. Her husband is the son of the most famous actor of all time in India, Amitabh Bachchan. She married.
Oh, I think I know
son.
that. I
Yeah.
think I know that name.
Junior.
Yeah, he's the biggest actor in India of all time.
That's great.
Damn. Okay. All right. So, one more time.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Jamie Foxx, Aishwarya Rai.
All right, Chris, it's up to you.
Okay, Antonio Banderas.
Why?
This is Antonio Banderas. He's
You
Zorro.
kind of think he hot.
Come on now.
The
He's
looks?
a good looking dude. Come
The
on
looks?
now.
Okay, so but
Good
you gotta
looking.
have
And
a
he's
purpose
talent-
for it. There
I
it
don't
is.
never have a purpose for anything.
He can play the guitar.
He's a play the guitar. He's an actor.
Yeah.
He speaks with a lisp. He's Puss in Boots.
Okay. That's what it is.
That's what
It's
it is. And then of course,
He speaks with a lens?
well, because he's from Spain.
Yeah.
So
You
Spain,
know,
you
I
have
never
that
noticed that.
Spanish is had the lisp.
Oh, okay.
in the language. Salma Hayek, of course.
Wow. So you're
Because
going straight
she's
Latin with this
gorgeous
baby.
yes.
No,
It's
he's
gonna be a
not.
Latin baby.
He's going to throw one color in there.
Hillary Duff.
Mess it all up.
Oh,
Why are you telling that for?
go change the whole game.
Yeah, man.
I thought Hillary Duff was like for
That
sure
was a
gonna be
shoo-in,
in.
right?
Hey,
No, I
man.
was thinking Brown.
You gave somebody else's
I thought,
seat.
I thought
on
Kyla
the
Pratt
bus.
was gonna be on yours.
Oh, that changes everything.
y'all my
shit.
brothers. Y'all acting like I don't know my
That's
brothers
fair.
and stuff. I know my brothers
That's
better than my
fair.
brothers know my brothers.
Apparently, because I didn't even think about that. Oh shit!
Shoot, this make everything more difficult. I was
okay.
thinking about having a Latin baby myself.
You said, see,
Okay.
I'm keeping
all right.
Antonio. I gotta keep someone, but the third seat's gotta go to somebody.
Keep it black or you're racist.
What if I cheat and go hybrid? What if I do her?
Ooh, but can you do 2 women? I guess so,
I don't
of
know how
course.
science works.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Last I checked, it only needed 2 people a day, and
But I need
since we're
the
adding 3,
reasons. So what do you want
love
the baby to have from each one of these?
Looks, she's beautiful, she's talented, she's awesome.
Who we talking about? Salma? Or are we talking
Her.
Okay.
And Salma is beautiful. She's talented. She's awesome. Antonio is beautiful. He's talented.
So he's just trying to get
I
a
just
very,
want
very
whole
good looking baby.
unit that's
it.
good to go for life.
That can act.
And then notice I didn't say
Sing.
me, because if my DNA got mixed into that,
I
we're
didn't choose me.
fucked.
I didn't choose none of me
Oh,
either.
we're out the window. Go ahead, sir.
Damn. Nah, I gotta add me. Because I want to be in the room.
For conception.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Conception is the part where you can get
Yes.
it in. Yeah.
But I thought they were doing the pizza.
There is no conception. You can't conceive
it's in the
3
lab.
different DNAs.
Then why do I want somebody else's baby?
It's not. I'm saying if you could create the perfect,
It's like build a baby.
build a baby, what would it be?
That's true. I'm Chinese. I don't want the baby.
Oh, go ahead. Oh shit.
And that's
Thanks
the
for
episode,
watching.
guys.
Been on the Internet Podcast.
We're
It's
just
been
gonna
great.
not talk about shit.
It's
Welcome to
been
the episode
great.
where we don't talk about shit.
Thanks for watching this before we got canceled. It's over now.
It's a historical fact.
All right.
Okay. For this baby that is going to have a good time at the orphanage, I'm going to start with...
I want to give him a head start.
It's a hard knock life.
Oh, shoot. That gives me another name
Oh
to think
no.
about. All right, I'm going to start with one. They better not get his hair. I'm going to go with LeBron.
Ooh. Hey, he was on the list for athletic prowess.
I'm going with LeBron because he's got the money to pass down. He's pretty good at business. He's tall. Mm-hmm. You know they like him tall. He's got a good physique. Mm-hmm. And he's not a dumb guy.
No.
On average.
And we've seen his genes are strong because his son's,
Yeah.
future NBA player too. So
And the kid got accepted to college.
yeah, USC.
So there's that. So I'm going to go with LeBron.
Shout out Bronny.
Is he over 18?
Yeah. No. Maybe. I don't know. He's about to go to college.
I'm not shouting anybody out. Under 18.
All right, LeBron.
Okay, LeBron. It gets so hard now. Now I want. I'm gonna go with like a Jeff Bezos
Ooh, over Elon.
over Elon. The reason why is because I was like, do I want them smart Batman rich, or do I want them Asperger's rich?
So you chose Batman.
So I'm like, they're both smart. You know what I mean? They both smart. But I just didn't know what kind of smart. Because I got to talk to the kids still.
Yeah.
Once every few years, I'm going to have to talk to them.
Yeah. They might be writing letters.
I can't wait to clip this. Do I want a Batman smart or Asperger's smart? Oh, man.
Okay. And then the third one, this was a hard one. Because now I'm trying to think, like,
Well, he already chose Salma, so.
I did already say something.
So you got Duff or Kayla?
no. I have
neither.
somebody else that I'm
Ooh,
thinking about.
using a different one.
But I kind of am thinking like, oh, I got it. Amal Clooney.
Who's that?
As your
George.
third person?
Yeah. George Clooney's wife.
Nice.
Okay.
a
Why
good
would
choice.
you use her?
I use her because she's like Indian or something. She seems super smart. She's very pretty. And I would like to have a kid that's pretty, but they'd have to be athletically gifted and wicked smart. And she's a like smart, strong, independent black woman that's Indian.
Yes. But I see what you're saying.
She is fine.
Yeah,
good combo.
That's what I'm gonna go for. Because I think the looks are good and like talent is fine, but ultimately, like, what if they don't want to be in the spotlight? Now they have to go CEO a company.
And you do like, because the men that you chose aren't necessarily known for their looks, so they better get them all's looks.
You ain't seen Bezos in a while.
I mean, but they gonna have money, so they could look at whatever way they want.
You know what Jay-Z said?
What?
Ain't no such thing as an ugly billionaire.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So
That's mad facts.
So if you listening to this, tell us which baby you think is gonna turn out the best. Is it gonna be Kelby's?
In terms of looks.
Chris? No, just overall. Looks, personality.
Tell us which baby's gonna be the brownest? I'm just saying.
My people were all pretty brown.
They're pretty brown.
Mine are all people of color.
Bezos?
Bezos?
No.
It's an actual person.
You understand he's Cuban.
Did you just make that up off the top of your head?
He might.
Google it.
He might be actually.
His name is Bezos.
He's white presenting though.
And that's automatically cute.
He can present the money to me. I don't care.
I love it. So, do you think it's Sunil's child of Cristiano Ronaldo, Jamie Foxx, Prayers Up, Aishwarya Rai? Is it Chris's of Banderas,
Hayek, and her?
Or is it Kelby's of Bezos, LeBron, and Amal Clooney? And I know all of you guys had to Google who Amal Clooney is. So.
A lot of people know who she is.
He's from Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, shit.
Him and Bryan Cranston.
Okay.
That's pretty funny. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dumbass.
You know they ain't got 2 Americans in New Mexico. They got maybe just 1. Okay.
I love it. What's next?
All right, so Richard Dreyfuss got on an interview and he said, yo, I'm tired. It makes me sick to my stomach to think that I got to put mad black people in my movie if I don't feel like it's a part of my art. He said it with the glasses right here upon his nostrils. If he blinked too hard, the glasses would have fell off. He don't need them to see at all. And then nobody said nothing about it. Because who to Gen Z is Richard Dreyfuss?
Mr. Holland said pass.
So I'm gonna have an answer for this, but I'm gonna turn to our resident Hollywood
insider
fellow, Sabalos.
Hello.
First of all, who is that?
Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss.
He was in all the classics. He was in
Ben-Hur?
Mr. Holland's Opus?
Sure. He was in Jaws. He was in... What's the alien one?
Alien?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
No.
He did Stand By Me. He was the narrator in that one.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
That's the...
You guys want to go see a dead body movie?
No, Stand By...
Well,
yeah, okay.
Let's explain what's going on, because Kelby said it in a very...
did you gloss over it?
So anyways, there's a new rule that... Is it the Oscars? Or Academy Awards? So starting in 2024, to be nominated for an Academy Award, you have to now include a certain percentage of underrepresented minorities. The movie has to have not just actors, but also staff, behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff. You have to qualify. You have to have a certain percentage of underrepresented minorities as a part of the project to be considered for an Academy Award right now. So interview was done, and obviously Richard Dreyfuss felt as if that was unfair because now you're putting quote unquote restrictions on art. Who is the Academy to say how you
said what he said.
Art? That's what he said.
He said it makes my stomach sick. I want to vomit.
Got you. He did say that.
I like the way you curled your lip there. Go ahead.
So yeah, that's what it was. So Chris, you being the resident, you watched the most movies probably. I don't know. Do you think he's watched more movies than you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, Chris, you the number one movie person. What's more important, the art behind the movie or who's on the staff and who created the movie?
Well, I think they said cast or crew to be. So I think that's going to be everybody's loophole. So on the brown person in me says, yo, just put us on the crew, PA, whatever. Get our feet in the door. That's how everybody starts, right? The number one question or number one answer I got when I was trying to be like in the entertainment industry, I was like, how do you get started? Where do you go? And they say, just do it. It's who you know. Is just do it. And I'm like, yeah, but who do I know?
If you don't know anybody, how do you get started?
What am I supposed to do? So this gets people in the door. Sure, get them started. Get them, exposed to the environment. Their PAs are PAs. It doesn't matter what. I don't care if my camera operator is black, white, whatever. So that shouldn't matter. But the Hollywood person in me is, I guess I don't really mind that. I don't. Sure, if it's a movie about like, I don't know, in what scenario is it like an all white cast on purpose, other than like just whoever, like La La Land could have been a black girl and a Mexican guy or whatever, but it wasn't. You know what I mean?
That would have been so weird.
So I don't think it's going to change anything. I think it's cool. I think the loophole is going to be just hire the crew to be diverse.
But what about the argument about the art? Like now, instead of just focusing on the art, he feels that this was his argument, that he feels as if now it's focused on other things.
Suck it up. I say suck it up because what's the best way to get creative in something is to constrain yourself to specific parameters. The best way to like really bring out, like, get creative, and you have to work around something. If I don't have X amount of money, I'm going to get creative and use, tinfoil for my reflector and shit like that. If I'm constrained to a school project and it's like it has to be 5 minutes in length, now I'm going to get creative on how to tell the story in 5 minutes. If I'm giving a constraint, quote unquote constraint, to use brown people on your crew, you're going to figure out a way to do it. So just suck it up. The art's going to be the art, whether it's a brown person or a white person.
Interesting. What do you think, Helby? You the resident producer, creator of the art. Would this affect you in any way?
I don't have a creative bone in my body, but what I will say, why are they interviewing Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah, why is he the correspondent on this question?
It's giving... What does Ja Rule think about 9?
Yeah. Come on now.
So, I kind of get his point about the on-camera part. The crew part, well, whatever.
Yeah.
It is a little, what's the term?
Constricting?
No, there was a term for you have to hire X amount of black people.
Affirmative action.
It's giving affirmative action. There's also something to be said that there's not a huge pool. There's not the same pool of people of color working in the industry that compared to white people. That's to be said as well. So I don't know the true figures of how many people are trying to work in the industry and really, 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 really can't. Because I honestly feel like if anybody here at this table wanted to be a PA on just like anything, you probably can be. Like it would not be very difficult to do so. The other part of me says nobody cares about the Oscars. Like
That's true too.
It's such a dying thing,
Right.
that like how many movies are really going to be impacted by this? Because the movies that carry Oscar films are the ones that don't get the Oscars. So the films that are holding Hollywood together are Marvel, whatever James Cameron is doing that year. Like really, really, really big tentpole movies. Those movies are never going to get Oscars. The money is being like funneled.
Did they used to?
No.
I thought Avatar had won.
Avatar,
For like visual effects and stuff.
Yeah, but like
Star Wars.
Best
Back in the day,
acting.
weren't those movies getting it? Isn't
No,
that
it's
kind
a
of what
very-
the point is? Is that because the Academy is turning more and more to this kind of... Because the way that I look at it is, what if there is a really, really good movie that is the best movie, but then you look, it didn't qualify because it didn't hit the the numbers or the quotas of what they needed to hit type of thing, is that it's still going to be a good movie. I think it just what you mentioned is it's another way of devaluing what the Academy does, because at the end of the day now they're saying it's not about the best movie anymore. It's about the best movie that fits these
social categories.
Yeah.
But you have to think too, like the trope is most of those big movies are not real films. You know what I mean? That's what Spielberg says.
Oscar bait.
Yeah, like that. Like what an Oscar movie looks like.
Yeah.
You know what it sounds like. You know what it feels like. It's not Transformers. It's not whatever Will Smith is doing. It's not. It's none of those things. So
Didn't he just win an Oscar?
Yeah, he did. But like, come on, that's the same as Leonardo winning for huffing and puffing in a bear. He didn't deserve that. Sorry, Will, but it's they just.
I don't know. I
so
feel.
hold on.
Sorry.
So my thought on it is still, I get it because the old school guys think about film as art. They really do, and there's no constraints when it comes to what I want to talk about, what I want to do, and how I want to do it. Does that mean women can't get an Oscar because there was too many blacks in there and not enough whites? Does it work the opposite way?
I don't know.
They said underrepresented.
I don't know.
So
We
whatever
don't know exactly what the thing is. This is obviously we're going off like a reel, so who knows what was cut out and cut in. But I don't know.
Yeah. So I like we'd have to see.
Like Tyler Perry would never win anymore.
Well, it just depends on the parameters. Like I said, it said underrepresented. I don't know what that means.
But if it's
Technically,
if it's all like one ethnicity, maybe that would like it. What if it's like not just you have to have this many Hispanics, this many Indians, this many Asians, this many.
they're not gonna put some of them people on that list on the list.
They're gonna use us for the CGI.
And they gonna make sure that that's the last CGI movie that they did. They're not gonna put y'all on the list. Y'all don't talk loud enough. You from Silicon Valley? Y'all don't
talk loud enough.
They're gonna put us in, but we gotta
talk loud.
We gotta use the accent. We gotta use the accent.
You understand what I'm saying? Like talking loud, we make the most noise.
Yeah.
Where the black people at? The Indian people are like, well, I was thinking, no, you better go back there. They don't talk loud enough.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I think it's just gonna further make the Academy even less relevant, right? It's been getting less and less relevant as they start going to more of the social justice type stuff, and I think, I understand. Like, I think the point's making to make it if there's barriers right now that cause minorities not to get involved because of whatever racial constructs there are there, then obviously this can help break those barriers. But I don't know if I'm not in the industry. I don't know how hard it is to break into the industry now for minorities.
There's something to be said about like working a full-time role in the industry, because a lot of people just think that it's either you're a star or you're not working. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you look at those writers, before the strike, some of them were making six figures, working not even a full year, so you can be a working person in the entertainment industry and not necessarily have to be a star. So I don't know. Like, I really don't necessarily feel like is the hardest period of time in life to break into the industry. But I mean, if they want to make it easier on me, listen, man, I'm here to collect the cash. Okay, I'm here to cash every check.
Sure.
See?
Right.
Okay. But yeah. You really thought Will Smith deserved the Oscar for it?
What was it for?
Serena and Venus.
So I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know.
Oh, I seen it like 4 times.
But like when I remember like the whole Oscars meaning something was back when it was like Denzel, what's his name? Russell Crowe, Al Pacino, DeNiro. Like, it used to be extremely valuable to win, and the people that were winning it were like the ultimate of the ultimate, right? Now I don't pay attention. Like, even a lot of the movies that are there, I haven't even watched. I'm not even like that interested in watching. Like,
That's because the formula of an Oscar movie has not changed. I mean, a lot of these Oscar movies just don't even make any money. Also, there's more movies than ever.
Right.
There's so many movies to watch. It's like, you know what? I'm just not going to watch them. And then your favorite people, the movies that are the biggest ones, they're not showcasing skill of acting. They're just films.
Entertainment.
Yeah, they're just popcorn things.
And I think before, and you guys know this better than me, but before, I think people creating movies would like valued being part of the Academy. Now, I don't think that people care about it. Now, people are just moving movies straight to Netflix, straight to streaming services. Like, they don't even care about the notoriety of these awards anymore. I think just in general, people are making movies different because it's not. They'd rather just make it without having to worry about anything else other than what they want to create.
Listen, it's a mega business right now, and when they win big, and then when they lose really big too. Mm-hmm. I mean, just today after the Q1 evaluation, Disney lost like $15 billion in valuation after finding out that they lost 4 million subscribers on Disney Plus. So at the end of the day,
thank you, Ron DeSantis.
This is Disney Plus, but sure. But what I'm saying is, there's so much at stake nowadays.
Yeah.
Because there's so much money that is made. That means there's so much money that is lost. Mm-hmm. And you can't treat it the same as back in the day where it's like, okay, we're going to make this art flick. We're going to spend so much money trying to get it through the process. And when we win this Oscar, it's going to boost sales and rate. No, we're talking about either this movie makes $1.5 billion or this movie goes straight to Netflix where we cannot tabulate how much money it technically makes.
Right.
Because the point of Netflix is for all the movies to work together in conjunction so that we can just continue building our subscriber base. Mm-hmm. It's a totally different world today.
Right.
And there's
it's
so many
about
more,
how you can make the best movie for the cheapest budget, right?
Yeah. I mean, and it's also it's a technology industry now. It's just so vastly different than we're going to make a movie, put it in theaters, and you're going to love it and see your favorite person. 'Cause, I mean, even think about you just said Denzel. Do you know what his biggest movie is?
No.
Can you guess?
His biggest movie?
His biggest movie.
Is it The Equalizer?
It's The Equalizer.
Oh, yeah.
That's his biggest film.
That's really sad.
That's
Come on now.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Biggest, meaning financial?
Yeah, that's his biggest one.
It's the franchises.
And it's not even just the first one was his biggest film. Yeah. So it just goes to show you, these films are being made through data. Mm-hmm. You know, they are being made through what do people want to watch? Because when they cannot violently swing from this movie made money, everybody's working, this movie lost a ton of money. That's why they didn't want to bring The Rock back for
Jumanji?
Not even not Jumanji, for not Fast. The other one he made, Black Adam. Because that movie's a financial disappointment. They can't take those risks anymore. Those movies cost $500 million to make.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No,
so Richard Dreyfuss, Much Ado About Nothing. Basically.
No, because there is still an art to film, and the cream of the crop will rise to the very top. There are films still that you watch today that touch you and make you feel a certain kind of way. Like, I'm sure there's a movie that you've seen in the last 2 years that made you say, like, wow, right? Mm-hmm. Aside from Marvel. Can you think of one?
Right.
They would probably not at the theater, to be honest. They'd probably stuff that I saw on Netflix or Prime or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
In the last 2 years?
Yeah.
I think 1917 and...
the war movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And... probably an indie film, most likely.
You didn't say Creed.
I didn't say Creed. Sorry. I like Creed. Creed's dope.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's also dwindling. So I get it. He's an old school filmmaker who respects the craft. He probably doesn't have a single movie that hit $100 million, or at least 5.
$5 million?
No, 5 films that hit $100 million. If you think about it, Will Smith got that all the time.
Right.
So, yeah, I kind of get his point because things have shifted. And you know how old men are. They don't want to...
Especially the whites.
So what are we talking about next? Yo, listen, man. This is my guy right here.
Who?
Let me talk about this, right? Let me set up straight.
He got to change his posture for this one.
You know why I like this story the most?
Go ahead.
Because at 79 years old, he's still outside.
Speaking about one of the greatest actors of all time.
He's still outside. You know, I'm not even 30 and I'm inside.
Go ahead.
You're not even 30? All right.
I'm not even 30 for real, mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
wild
in
how you a
spirit.
dude and you over here trying to like adjust your age. It's kind of
Don't come
sus.
at me.
Kind of sus.
I stay sus.
I guess so.
Okay?
Stay so. I like that. Own it.
Okay? Mo homo. But
All of it. The mode of the hoe.
so my main man, Bobby DeNiro, having a baby at his seventh child. Let me just put it in perspective for you. His oldest child is 51 years old. 11 years away from retirement. 62, right?
It's true.
62?
3 years away from being able to get that senior discount at the movie theater.
And at Denny's. My main man, Bobby D. He's outside
Bobby DeNiro.
slanging a $5 footlong to these young ladies out
Yeah.
here, and I support them.
Yeah.
Because at 79, you know what we probably gonna need?
What?
The honey pack.
That blue chew.
Not even a sponsor of this episode, but
Hey.
you can be if you want to.
He like, Leo, hold my beer.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, we don't know how old she is. We don't know, but we can imagine.
But he
we gonna
she's
set the
gonna be
bar
much
like
younger
this.
than him.
We gonna set the bar like
He's
this.
talking about age difference.
What
not
if
young.
it was an 84-year-old woman?
Nah. We
That
gonna set the bar like
Can
this.
that box even work at the
Okay,
point to
Janet was
have a
50.
baby?
Science.
She's the first woman on Earth in history that year to have a baby at 50.
Go ahead.
Janet.
Yeah.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
she's
ain't-
still fine.
Come on,
too.
you know that. She had the baby at 50.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't know which Janet you was talking about.
D Janet.
All right, my bad. Pardon me.
Then the youngest is everybody else.
We ain't want to relax. See how I leaned away? I was like, wait a minute.
Okay? So the bar is set at 50.
All right.
So the lady has to be at least 50 or younger. How much you want to bet she's black?
I would say there's a high probability because we know how Bobby D likes it. He does love his ebonies. Yeah. Is she?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they
We really
revealed
don't
it.
know. They didn't
Yeah,
reveal
depravity.
her.
Yeah, they didn't reveal the
Cause
woman
he
because
don't-
of privacy.
He don't kiss and tell.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But the real truth, why I'm so happy for
Yeah.
him, is because he's hip thrusting
Uh.
at the age of President Biden.
And he and his swimmers are motile, agile.
That's right.
They still hitting the target.
That's right. Do you know that Bobby D is worth $500 million?
You're so dumb, dude.
Hey, when you worth that much, you got to have strong swimmers. Everything in you is a winner.
If I was worth that much, I wouldn't have nothing. Nothing working. Not even me. Like, I'd just be at the house like,
Yeah.
you know how rich I am.
Yeah.
He's still making movies.
Y'all two get pregnant for me.
He's still making movies.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He got 7 kids to feed.
Yes.
He could feed him off that 500.
I think they're all of
He don't
age
need-
to get a job.
Yeah,
At this point.
And he
No,
don't,
no,
he
no.
don't be needing. He don't be needing more money to be able to take care of these 7.
No. He got a 51-year-old.
Yeah,
I'm
Then,
sure she's
like,
got her own
Social
house
Security
right now.
about to take care of her.
Trust fund baby, probably.
Okay.
Let's
Sure.
find out. Matter of fact, let's Google it together.
Usually.
Bob De Niro. No, that's not his name.
Robert.
De Niro Churin. Okay. All right. So
The real question is who inspired him?
Who did?
I think it's Nick Cannon.
he's the OG Nick Cannon, my boy.
I mean, Nick Cannon's lapping him. Doesn't
Oh,
Nick
no,
Cannon
for sure.
have double the kids?
Nick Cannon and NBA YoungBoy. All right. So we're gonna start like this. We got Drina De Niro.
Damn, we just gonna call
Oh, you
them
just
all
putting
out?
all their names out there. Okay.
Oh, my bad. Okay, D De Niro.
Go ahead.
Is she a girl or is he a guy?
It's a
She-
woman.
Woman. Okay.
She all right too.
She's a 50-year-old?
Send the mafia to us.
Man, they're not giving the ages like this, but okay. So then he has this young one right here. That's 2. So this one is probably about 30.
All right.
Then this one is
Like a you 30 or like a
I'm
real
30, son, my boy. What you talking about?
I thought you was not even 30 yet.
Yeah, yeah. And then we got this one that's like in her 30s. And okay, now I know this one is 20 something. This one is 20 something. Then he has this one who's like 18-ish.
Whoa.
And then he has this one that's 11. I heard about that one on the news. Wow, he looks really old. Okay, yeah.
He's still slanging and banging though.
He is. So now he got this young right here. We don't want to say their names. Okay. So yeah, I mean,
she's a DeNiro.
He has young ones.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 11 years old.
Yeah.
So at his age, he technically should be walking with a walker. He should be in a wheelchair. He should be enjoying Sunnyside Isles in South Florida. He should be hanging out with his friends playing shuffleboard. He shouldn't even be doing none of this. But Rizzy DeNiro?
Ooh.
Rizmaster DeNiro?
I like Rizzy DeNiro.
That
That one's gonna stay.
He's outside.
He's outside.
And I like that. Because when I'm 79, a couple things I'm going to do. Number one, I'm going to get a tattoo.
You don't got pop your tongue on your face.
He be doing that. You gonna get a tattoo?
You got a tattoo or what?
They really don't let me be me.
Nah.
I'm expressive.
Just keep licking your lips, pop a tongue. Go ahead, do it.
Here, drink some water.
All right. Okay. I'm going to get a tattoo.
Okay.
Of? And where?
I don't even know. Maybe a full back tattoo.
For sure. You really commit to the tattoo. That's good.
Like Ben Affleck.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm going to just get something crazy. Like
You like a dragon?
Yeah, but you don't even take off your shirt, bro. You're going to get a full back tattoo.
I don't care. I'm 79.
You're going to get it with the wrinkly and all that kind of stuff. You're like, all right.
I'm 79.
Okay.
I've been through it all already. I ain't got no cares in the world. And I'm doing that. Number 2, I'm going to start smoking cigarettes.
Oh, start smoking.
Yeah.
All right.
Facts. Start smoking cigarettes. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try drugs.
Good call.
Oh, so we talking about all this repressed stuff that Kelby want to be doing
supposed
right
to do
now.
it at 79.
He's just like, at 79,
Hey, you
my
know what?
parents
At
can't
least
tell
you
me
try
nothing.
it. At some point
Yeah.
in your life.
I'm not doing anything too crazy. Just pop a Molly sometimes.
Are you gonna do like
mean,
ayahuasca?
Popping Molly's
Nah.
at 79 is exactly how Rizzy
That's how
DeNiro
Rizzy DeNiro got his
Facts.
kid.
I'm telling you, he went to
at
Coachella last
Lollapalooza
year.
one weekend. It was like, yo.
He saw a little 20-something-year-old. He was like, you know what I got.
Hey, Rizzy.
Man.
You heard of Drizzy.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I heard of Rizzy. Rizzy D.
Next, after I get my hair transplant, I'm getting
Yeah.
braids.
Ooh.
I'm going to look like Ludacris. Yeah.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Yeah. Then after that, I'm having a baby.
For sure.
By me, baby, be a millionaire. So you want to hear one of the comments I read
Go ahead.
under the story? It was a woman who said, "This is like child abuse."
Child abuse.
You know what's child abuse?
Yeah. Let me. The reason why is if you're having a baby at 79, you're guaranteed not to be around or be able to like for those formative years. So it's irresponsible to have a kid when you're that old because you can't properly father that child.
That's false.
Let me tell you a secret. When you got 500 million, you don't die quick.
No. I'm pretty sure you found the cure for oldness.
Is a father just financial?
Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes not even that.
Just kidding. Okay. For the sensities. But mostly yes. So,
Come on, man.
no, it's not. You know what's real child abuse?
But
Having to be the mom that needs the boyfriend to buy the kid McDonald's with his other baby mama's kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all talking about a man who could afford 7 kids. Easy.
Yeah.
You think he accidentally dumped his
ahead.
DNA in another person, son? No. He said, man, you know what it is.
have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire.
He said, you know
He
what
dropped
it
his
is.
50.
And then he purposefully, boom.
He's like Leo on the boat. Just flicking cash at them.
Okay? That's what he was doing.
Hey, so
He didn't do it by accident. Y'all over here doing
Oh, you
it.
think this was planned?
Facts. He saw that girl. He said, "Yo, I need to have a baby by her."
My money is 100% an accident.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Ain't no way at 79 he's like, I want to procreate right now.
I don't believe in any accidental babies past like 2008.
Okay.
You know why? Because it's so easy to get rid of a baby. She could have taken Plan B.
Nah, but
She could have taken.
He's very Catholic, so there ain't no options for him to take care of the baby.
She could have taken Plan B.
Bro, you're not listening. He's very Catholic. They don't use any of that stuff.
Then he would have more.
But then
babies.
even more reason to plan it as a Catholic person.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's why it's a mistake.
It ain't no mistake.
Not a mistake, but it wasn't planned. I don't think at 79. You got to think about it. Wait, so he's 79. He's about to turn 80.
Unless this
when the baby's 18, how old is he?
I can't count.
98 years old.
He gonna be alright.
He's gonna be like Betty
He
White.
ain't gonna be around, bro.
He's gonna be like Betty White.
Even if he's around, he ain't gonna be active. He gonna be like at 18, like he's going at 20, he's 100.
It's
That's
lit.
Think
pretty
about
funny.
if you 20 years old and your dad's 100 years old.
What's the problem?
My dad, father time.
You feel me? Like
Benjamin
it's
Button.
just guaranteed that he, like, financially, obviously this baby's set for life. But as far as like a father figure, like, it's not.
Who needs
You don't think
those?
George Clooney's gonna pick up the tab?
Yeah, come on. He's got a whole. You don't think Scorsese's?
Scorsese
Kids.
isn't he?
I said
old?
kids. I said kids. They're gonna take him under his wing, under their wing, whatever.
Man, I'm proud of him. I want to be like that.
What?
When I'm 79, I'm getting my hair retwisted.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you right there? I'm gonna see you.
well,
I'm gonna see you."
It's
tonight."
gonna be like Bad Grandpa.
Yeah, well, boys.
Yeah. You see, he be knowing all the movies,
Yeah.
especially the ones that nobody be watching.
You know.
Hey, but shout out to Rizzy DeNiro. You know, I'm happy for you.
Good job.
Raise that child to be another six.
Alive.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Rizzy D. I like that name though. I hope
Rizzy
that's
DeNiro.
there.
He should have named the kid that.
Rizzy.
Because you know Rihanna named her kid RZA.
Oh.
Is it a RZA or a Riza?
No, RZ.
Does it mean
Oh
something?
yeah, that's from
specific?
Wu Tang.
Wu-Tang.
The guy from Wu Tang, RZA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Didn't they have
his daughter is literally named after RZA?
Yeah.
Isn't it a bunch of names though?
It's RZA, middle name, last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all of the Wu-Tang Clan.
It's like that one skit from Chappelle where they drafted him. They drafted him to the Asian. Old dirty bastard.
Man, I'm so proud of Robert De Niro, man. I want you to come out and do an interview. Tell people, yo, I'm not on the honey pack. This was natural. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's see. Okay, real quick. We're gonna do two topics in one. So Shannon Sharp once said that he paid for somebody's divorce
Right.
so he could get with her. My question to you is, have you ever felt like you lost the love of your life because you were in a relationship?
It's very. Oh no, that is related. Good segue.
Come on. You think I'm new to this?
I was like, that was very random. No.
What you think, Chris?
That fits. So, first of all, to comment on the first part, I think that's cool. Whatever. Do what you gotta do.
You think it's cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's all right.
They're not together anymore.
Since then?
Yeah.
Since he paid for the divorce?
Yeah, they're not
They had to
together.
pay
So
for
I
two
guess
divorces.
the story was like there was some money holding up, like they were arguing over assets and stuff.
And
like
he was
that.
like, here, just
Yeah, so he's like, I'll just give you
Settle the
I'll
tab.
Just give you, so that you could just get out of it and sign the paperwork.
that's pretty mafioso.
Yeah,
It's like,
but he
I'll
thought
take
that she
care.
was the one. That's why he did.
Don't worry about it, Frankie. I got you. Well, you do what you got to do. If you got the money for that, give it.
Yeah.
Do you? I don't plan on paying for anybody else's settlement. You know what I mean?
But if you could,
But
If you got it, it
If
ain't
I
tricking. If
got
you
it,
got
sure.
it, it ain't tricking. If you
Sure.
got it, that's what T.I. taught us.
listen, man. I would do the story in my head. Man, she ain't happy at all. That man treat her like garbage. She don't deserve that.
Clearly, that's why they get in a divorce.
That's what I'm saying. Once I put that in my head, I'm like, yo, come to the bank, yo, Chase.
Gotcha. They make you one of
Chase.
They make you one of those big chicks.
Chase you to the chase.
Yeah, she gotta take a
So-
picture of it.
And a big check. I just want J.P. Morgan.
Yeah,
And then she
exactly.
put,
Wentworth. There
she
it
put
is.
on the
J.P.
back
Wentworth.
window,
Wentworth.
just divorced.
Yeah.
All right. So have you ever lost the love of your life because you was dating somebody?
I don't think so. I think in my case in particular, there's a reason it's been so long.
All right.
True.
You know, could it happen? Sure. There's a like I said before we recorded. There's a movie about it. It's called Take This Waltz.
It's based off a true story.
I don't know. So it was Seth Rogen, Heath Ledger's wife.
And Mira.
No, Maggie.
Heath Ledger? Isn't he married to the
Gyllenhaal.
Olsen twin?
What?
Wasn't he with the Olsen twin?
No.
Oh, he kind of was.
Yeah.
That's who saw him die.
Yeah, he was with the Olsen twin when he. What? Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know which one.
Mary Kate
Or Ashley.
or Elizabeth.
No, Mary Kate is one person. Ashley's the second person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or Ashley.
What's her
Or
name?
Elizabeth.
Take This
Yeah.
Waltz. Take This Waltz.
That's what the movie.
I don't think I've ever lost out on someone because I was in a relationship. I think I've missed out on somebody that could possibly have worked because I was hung up on somebody else.
I thought you were gonna say I missed out on them because they were in a relationship.
Nah, never that. That ain't. That's light work. But I think that for me, it's more in the mental space. So because I probably didn't get over someone properly, then that led to messing it up, bringing in baggage from another relationship, messed up what I could have had with a few women actually that I think could have been really great potential.
Any of them still available?
Nah. I level look. Have you seen that movie where like he
Yes.
dates the girl? He dates the girl. They break up and then they go get married.
Who gets married?
Like the girl. Like what's that movie? I think it was with that one actor that Dane Cook. Where
Oh yeah.
Good luck, Chuck.
Good luck,
yeah,
Chuck.
good luck, Chuck. So
Yeah.
they date a girl, break up, and then they go. Their next relationship ends up being
Is,
like
the
somebody they
one.
marry.
Yeah.
That's happened to me so many times. So yeah. So
Do you ever want to just like,
I don't know what you're doing right now.
just like put out a hit on them,
It's so stupid, dude.
Try to kill them?
Jesus.
or so?
We can't say that. On the
Yeah,
internet.
that's what I was trying to say. Like unalive them,
Shut up.
Never. Why? Every
TikToker over here.
every person that I've ever dated, and I want nothing for the best for them. If
Not
they're
them, the husband.
No, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If
trying
the
to say.
partner thinks that you're the person who's the true love,
Yeah,
they're in the relationship.
exactly.
Nah, I want everybody to be happy, and I feel like things happen for a reason.
I
And
don't
who am I to get in the way of God's plan?
I don't think love is worth murdering someone over. This is the Romeo and Juliet situation.
Sure.
What about you, Kelvin? Has a relationship hindered your ability to be with the one?
What I will say is, I kind of have limited official relationship experience.
Okay.
I got situationships that when you're in situationships, the appeal of it is often grander than if you were in a real relationship.
How about a relationship?
What's that?
Nah, no, a
I just made it up.
relationship.
Yeah, what about a
You're
relationship?
relationing him.
Somebody's on crack.
I just feel like we should try to add. I just feel like we should try to add Riz to everything because after you came up with Rizzy DeNiro, I'm just saying, relationship.
A little too much. He said
Relationship.
Relationship. No, I haven't done that, but I can. There was a time that I was in a relationship, and I remember meeting somebody at like the dentist, and we had this like fire conversation. I don't know if you ever experienced that. Like you're like, you had on the drive home, I remember being like, bro, why am I in that relationship? Because I just met
the dentist lady.
Yeah, I just met the dentist lady. And it was just like, whoa. And then I had to reel myself back in, and remind myself like one conversation doesn't mean this is the love of your life,
but it also doesn't mean it's not.
That's true.
Think about serendipity.
They
met in one night and traded, everything to movies.
The way Chris be making movies into real life.
I think in movies. They met one night and spent a $5 bill and lost a glove. And they spent they spent years looking for each other.
This is like before midnight type thing, right?
Kind of.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out she wasn't the one. But but it was the first time that I started thinking about not cheating, but evaluating my relationship. But because when you're in a situationship, your perception of that person is really grand because you don't technically have them. So you're just like, oh, this person is so amazing at everything. The moment you date somebody, your perception of them kind of slowly goes down over time. You're just like they go from this incredible creature to like you learning more and more about them. You get more and more comfortable, and then now it's not this ethereal thing anymore. It's just like, yeah, they're just a person in my life. And then,
is that how it feels, Chris?
I don't.
He's trying to say that when it's dating or like not as formal, I guess, that they're built like on a pedestal or whatever. As you start dating them, it becomes more and more normal, and you don't have those same.
I kind of mean like honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
like in the beginning, it's so passionate.
Right.
It's so filled with passion.
Everything's
It's all good, all positive.
Yeah, and it's all good. But your view of that person that you're with is that you just can't stop thinking of it. They're so
every
great.
day's exciting.
Everything is so good.
Yeah.
But then after a while, you're just like, this is just another normal human being. Yeah. And I put them on this thing, and now that my balloon feeling for them has just kind of gone down, and then there's this high that you kind of want to chase because you speak to one person at the dentist office and you're just like, boy, I got that touch of what it used to feel like.
Grass is greener.
And then now that's a lesson I had to learn to think back and just be like, no, wait a minute. I need to water the grass that I'm in. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad that I had a really good conversation with someone, but the feelings that I had to reignite them in my actual relationship to remember, because all it was me forgetting how important that person was to me and having those deep thoughts about somebody else off of one conversation. I was like, I need to.
It is it's chasing the thrill. You like the thrill of the new. You're like, the flirting is happening. Yeah. And maybe in your relationship, you guys just are so busy with work and doing your life that you don't flirt all that often. So when you get it from somebody else, you're like, oh.
Yeah, that attention.
The dopamine starts hitting. You're like, oh, this is nice. And that's sort of
I look at it like when you see those type of things, like when you say you're in a relationship and you love the person you're with or whatnot, and then somebody else comes, you got to look at it and you get excited about this. You got to look at them as just like an ingredient. So like there's an ingredient that you really like you like blueberries. Blueberries are dope. You really, really like blueberries. But do you just want the blueberries or this blueberry pie that you have at home?
Are we talking about threesomes?
No.
Oh,
We talking about.
I'm done with this conversation.
I need to get some blueberries.
I'm just like, sometimes we be chasing just one aspect of something, and if you can go after that, but then you'll ruin everything that you got home.
You've
You
already
got
been
blueberries at
cooking
home.
at home.
Exactly. You got blueberries at home. They're just part of this thing that you could survive off of, and you can actually eat every single day. Versus just the blueberries, which they taste good in the moment, but they're not going to sustain you for the rest of your life.
It's just like that movie, Blueberries. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say what's the movie with Kate Winslet, Leonardo,
Titanic.
not Titanic.
They made other movies.
Atonement.
Nope, another one. The other one. They
the
were
one
a
where they're
couple.
yelling at each other?
Yes.
I thought that was Atonement. No?
They made other movies together.
They made another
did?
one, and it's real crazy too
Kate
because
Winslet made other movies.
yes, Kate Winslet's
yeah.
husband directed it, and there was a ton of sex scenes with Leonardo in
Yeah.
it.
He was cucking.
It
Wow,
might have been.
technically,
You know how these Hollywood types, they be
Yeah,
into
friggin'
weird
weirdos.
things.
He writing a role for his wife to be
yeah. Well, I don't know if they're still married.
at the moment.
No, I don't think they're still married. But yeah, it was
In that
called
moment.
something Drive.
Revolutionary Road.
Revolutionary Road. That's what it was called.
What's Atonement?
Atonement. That's the one about Catholic nuns.
Isn't that a scary movie?
Technically. Okay. All right. We got one last one to go. Chris Breezy and Usher got in a
yeah.
scuffle.
Right? They heard our verses and they were like, "There's no way you won."
It's really
It's
Chris's. I mean, it's really Kelby's fault because you didn't bring it with Chris. Clearly,
You picked the wrong tracks.
that's it. And so he had to. Chris Breezy was over there at the skate rink, just being like,
He
"Man,"
said, "Chris chose Usher.
he said, "What?"
This will not stand."
She's like, "Bruh,
I was being strategic
clearly
With
your
my-
strategy was off."
selection, but to not go back to that.
Rehash.
Okay, well, that was last week. This is this week. Chris Breezy ran Usher to fade, opened up a can, whoop ass.
I don't know
on
what
him.
happened like that.
So what happened was
Tell him what happened.
Breezy. 'Twas his birthday. Usher threw him a party.
Yeah.
That is important.
That's very important.
Usher got out of his bubble in Vegas,
Yeah.
where he's doing his very, very successful
Love isn't friends.
residency and the Lovers and Friends concert. So he's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think
Got
about
the
that.
balloons,
He's
the
busy.
He's
streamers.
busy.
He out there.
So
for
he went
business
out of
purposes.
his way
Hired the clown.
to go throw a party
Sorry.
for the clown, aka Scorpus. To go create a party
Yeah. Where was the party at?
for Tappahannock's very own Chris Breezy.
Yeah.
The party was at, I don't know, where was it?
It's a skate rink.
Okay,
It was
at
a
the
skate rink?
They're on skates at this moment.
That is so roll bounce.
Roll bounce. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay? What's the name of the movie where the dude was like, I can't eat? Lottery ticket. Okay. All right. So, in comes, they're having a good time, by the way. They're having a great time.
Fantastic time.
They're having a beautiful time, something that only light skins and dark skins can have at Chris Breezy's party.
Yeah, facts.
Okay? In comes in
What's the other kind of skins?
extra dark, extra light.
For sure.
Like, only light skins and dark skins get out. Like, isn't that all the skins?
No, I'm talking about the type of fun that only light skins and dark skins can have together.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Okay, we're talking about Ursh and Crit. So
Yeah. And in walks a guest.
in comes in with her
Unexpected.
abs first. Tiana Taylor.
With the fine ass.
Yes. She comes in. Now this is also important
Okay.
because she comes to the party.
Yep.
So if you went to somebody's party,
Yeah.
you're not expected to have any beef with them,
Nah.
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
She goes to Chris Brown's party, abs out. Apparently, there was a performance that Chris Brown and Tiana Taylor were supposed to have together. Tiana Taylor
backed
was
out.
doing some kind of role somewhere.
Yeah,
backed
she just
out.
was in a movie.
They cut out Breezy's performance at this show, whatever it was, some award show.
Okay.
Chris Brown, we know how he get down. Probably was off the.
There's something in this liquor.
Okay, there was something in that liquor.
This is his birthday.
He was having a good
in the
time.
middle of the party.
He was breezied up. All right.
Yeah.
So they get into a kerfuffle.
Him and Tiana.
Him and Tiana and her abs.
And you know Tiana ain't gonna back down just because you a man.
Absolutely not. Have you seen her jawline?
And she about that life.
No. If you think Breezy is about that life, her name is. Well, Tiana Taylor. There's no B.
Because you know what Tiana said to her husband, Iman
Biana
Shumpert.
Bailey.
What is she saying?
He said because Iman Shumpert, obviously famous basketball player.
Yeah.
He said she told him, if you ever cheat on me, I'm gonna make sure to cheat with your teammates.
I don't know how to feel about that, but
I'm just saying, like
they do be having the threesomes and stuff.
She's one to
Probably had those
be
blueberries.
vengeful and revengeful. Like she's not one to take things just laying out. She's not gonna turn the other cheek. Is what I'm trying to say.
So you're trying to say that Breezy has met his ultimate match?
I'm just saying she ain't gonna
like
back
Dragon Ball
down
Z.
just because he's Chris Brown. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so Breezy, he got the liquor in his cup. He's ready to go after her. He called her the wicked B word.
Ooh,
You know we can't call women that.
Nah.
All right, especially
Blueberry.
today.
brioche.
All right, he called her. Yeah, he called her that.
Yeah,
All right, so
Too Short's favorite word.
That's facts.
So he calls her that. They kind of kerfuffly, but then Usher says, "Nah, we's out here having a good time.
Yeah.
Let me jump in here as the OG."
Yeah.
Which is crazy because Chris Brown is what 35, 36 maybe. Usher jumps in as the OG,
Yeah.
and he says, "Yo, let me jump in. Let me talk to my main mans." Turns out,
He did a pirouette too. That little spin.
okay,
Slide
He
in.
brinked it up.
You know how they be doing that slide and then they be
Yes.
doing the splits and then coming back up.
okay. Well, he came right back up.
Yup.
To a can of that water. Okay, Breezy wasn't here to talk.
Nah.
He was here. He was not here to have conversation.
Nah.
Okay, Usher said, "I'm trying to talk." Breezy snapped his fingers. His goons came out like it was straight out of the embassy in Toronto, and blah, 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 gave him the 5-knuckle shuffle like he was John Cena.
He was like buka, baka, buka, muka.
And party next door. So it turns out Usher left with a bloody nose the night before the Lovers and Friends festival thing, concert. They don't want to talk about it.
Nah.
Usher shows his face at the festival the next day looking prim, proper, and beautiful.
Yeah. He got a great medical team.
Probably the same folks that clean Safari up. So, with that being said,
Yeah.
if we had a triple threat match, Usher, C Breezy, Tiana Taylor's abs, who's gonna win?
I know who's gonna lose for sure. Usher, because he ain't about that life.
Why you think that?
Proof is in the pudding.
You know them R&B dudes? They're the hardest ones.
Okay, Chris a R&B dude too. They all R&B dudes.
No. Chris, a gangster.
As is Tiana. Tiana might be the hardest out of all of them, actually.
Okay? I'm put to you this way. Gangsters shoot.
Yeah.
R&B guys throw them hands.
Yeah.
Tiana, I don't know what
She's best of both worlds.
she's the emotional fighter, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm taking Tiana.
Do you know who Tiana Taylor is?
No.
Okay, she has a pretty good album, one that Kanye produced.
Yeah. And she's a great dancer.
Yeah. She has phenomenal abs.
Phenomenal body in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Tiana, man. Not only am I taking Tiana because what comes with Tiana, like Chris Brown, what comes with Chris Brown, there's gonna be a lot because Chris Brown in the streets too, and he got back up and he well affiliated in the streets. But I feel like Tiana's people will like ride. Like I don't think Tiana has people because she's famous. I think she's been with a certain crew type of people that are just with her regardless of if she is famous or not.
Have you ever seen that skeleton in the Nightmare Before Christmas movies?
Yeah.
Jack Skellington.
Yeah, I never seen the movie, so I don't know. But that's what I think of when I think about Chris Brown. That he's like a big, tall skeleton that when somebody tried to punch him, he'd do the Matrix.
Yeah.
He'd just fall backwards. And then when he get up, he'd do the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Then he does a cat daddy and he smacks you in the face.
Yeah.
That's why I think Chris Breezy, off whatever he's off of, he about to come right back
There's
up.
something in that
Okay.
makeup.
Do a song with Tyga. Do
Drake coming in.
Drake not gonna come in. we do that. Drake throwing bottles, okay? But Chris Brown do a backflip, turn back around, do one of these with his neck, and then bam, slap you around a little bit. That's it. So my money is on Chris Brown. Also, the light-skinned guys always got to come the hardest because people think they soft.
Yeah, but who has more?
Melanin?
No. Who has more anger or more to prove, a light-skinned man or a dark-skinned woman?
Why are we taking Usher out the conversation?
Because we all know Usher ain't go. Look, first of all, I don't think anybody's coming to blows. I think this is going to be a dance-off. Which I think would be epic. Because these are three well-known dancers. And I think that would be very, very interesting as far as who wins this dance-off.
I'll tell you one thing they should be happy about.
And they should be doing it on skates, too. Because that would be even more entertaining.
They should be happy that Trigger Trey wasn't there.
Hey?
Okay? Because we know he be throwing bones.
Hold on.
And we shouldn't be even...
We do not support violence at
Look,
all.
I don't think Chris Brown would ever do anything to Tiana.
Not to Tiana
Okay, but are we saying who's going to win out of Chris and Usher?
and Tiana's abs.
Look, let's take Tiana out of it because of Usher's Chris Brown's past and all that kind of stuff. I don't think Chris Brown would do anything. I think Chris Brown would keep his hands up and wait for security. That's what Chris Brown is gonna do. Now, Chris Brown versus Usher in a dance off or a fisticuffs, I would take the same person, and that's Chris Brown in both of those.
That's what I'm saying. But now, because you said that, I'm riding Usher.
Right on. That makes sense.
Usher already took the beating, took the bloody nose, went to work the next day.
He looked great to me.
And he's already trying to squash it, man. He don't want that. He don't want that smoke. If you don't want that smoke, you're not going to win that fight.
He probably just knows there was alcohol involved. It's C Breezy there, so they
He
probably
was in the middle of the party.
he probably had a transformer. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that song? Whatever that was. But he probably had a transformer around. And if y'all know about transformers, they make you
But
act
you
geeky.
know, Usher could be moving mountains. Usher Scrawl, he be moving mountains.
That's why I chose Ursh.
Then why are you talking about Transformers? That's Chris Brown's song.
I'm just saying he unpredictable.
So who you taking?
I really don't know.
I don't really know.
Like, how many more songs titles do we know?
I only had that one.
But then Chris Brown is known to be like running it.
He can run it. Run it.
But then back to Tiana, he said, "Excuse me, miss."
Stop trying to bring Gianna in it. We trying to get Chris
You've been
Brown
on this.
out
You've been on this
Rihanna,
Tiana thing. You've been on this Tiana thing forever.
No, that was crazy.
I tried it.
No, you gotta hit it hard. He been on this Tiana thing forever.
Oh.
Man, shout out to them Black Kings.
But at the end of everything, they gonna make up and just lovey-dovey, kiss, and everything will be kumbaya.
Where's T-Pain when you need him?
Yeah.
Hey, if T-Pain was there, he would have. Nothing would have happened.
I don't know why you think Drake would be in a fight.
Drake been in a fight with Chris Brown.
No, he wasn't.
They weren't throwing bottles at each other in the club?
Throwing bottles in a
That's
fight.
not part of a fight?
Drake with his spray on abs. You think he want to get touched?
That's Omarion. Touch.
I feel you. But if I had spray on abs too, I'd be like, yo, listen, I'm sensitive. Please do not touch. Please do not touch me. I just came back from Cartagena.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it in your Drake voice, bro. You can't be.
Okay, let me see. Guys, like, why is everybody saying that I have spray on abs, bro? Like, I didn't even get the surgery, dog. Like, for real, man. Like, for real, dog. Like, I would get surgery on my abs.
It's like he's here in the room.
Like, first of all, I can't write my own songs, bro.
Hey, yo, Drake, nah, but you talking shit. Are you gonna step to this fight with me, Chris Brown?
One of the things, man, that I don't understand is that I can't trust you, daddy. Like,
Oh shit.
Man, them.
all right? I'm a real road man. Like, I'm going home, bro. Yo, real quick, we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But people are saying in the new Little Mermaid movie, the Jamaican crab is a road man, like Drake. Like, it's a fake Jamaican.
Yeah.
I thought it
Sorry,
was Chet.
whoever I
thought it was
offended.
Chet Hanks.
Is it Chetty Hanks?
That'd be hilarious. Yo, recast right now and put Chet Hanks as Sebastian.
On that note, thanks for watching the show.
I really believed it too. I was like, I would go watch that instead of Guardians of the
I would
Galaxy 3
100%.
to go see Chetty Hanks.
Chet Hanks.
That's what I heard. I heard it was Chet.
We going?
If it's Chet, I'll go.
Yo, Chet is a star.
It really is.
I'll see you at the movies, Chetty.
Yes.
Trust me.
Thanks for listening. If you like what you saw, please make sure to subscribe to us on Instagram at MOI Podcast. And please check us out on our YouTube channel by searching Men on the Internet Network.